Hi there, it's Marie from ReHayden.com. Thanks so much for following along. Today's journey is talking more about the harmful effects of vegetables. Who knew I could actually say that at some point in my life? You know, as a child growing up, I absolutely despised vegetables. You might have heard me say in some of my other videos that I used to spit out my vegetables into my milk. I later realized that I was highly also allergic to milk, so that was really funny. And it's really made me aware of just how much we are in tune with our bodies, but yet society is pushing us to do other things. So I'm finding it really fascinating that there's all these things that I have tried and recreated my palate and mind over mattered and brought these things into my life. And now here I stand at the age of 52, and these plant products have been actually harming me all the way along. So I went through a holistic nutrition course, of which I actually ended up stepping away from because the information that I was being given was absolutely outdated and completely untrue. I also went through another course that told me to coach my clients on eating a rainbow of vegetables, very little meat. I also was indoctrinated to tell my clients to eat 6 times a day, which basically only sent my clients gaining weight. And after years of being able to coach them without any of that information, I found that very fascinating. In fact, what I've watched in my time since becoming a personal trainer in the 90s, and here we are in 2025, is that there's been more and more of a push for fake food and plants. And what I have noticed is the increase of things like osteopenia and osteoporosis, which I am now laden with. So I want to thank the plant industry. I want to thank the wonderful fake food industry for basically royally bleeping people over. So let's just get back to our roots. Let's get back to hunters and gatherers. Let's get back to the fact that meat is not the enemy. Fish is not the enemy. And we should be supporting our beautiful hunters out there that go out and kill game. And we should be making it more accessible to be able to get game. I recently found out a couple years ago that I'm actually of a Metis status. I shouldn't even be eating this kind of crap because if you go back in my lineage, we never foraged on a sweet potato. We certainly did not forage on lettuce. Because not only that, I'm a Canadian, and in Canada, we can't even grow these vegetables. So now you're telling me that you got to ship in these vegetables from different countries because it's somehow all of a sudden healthy? After hundreds and hundreds of years, it's now healthy? I bet you, like, if I go back five generations, I bet you they weren't having salad. And in fact, to prove that, I actually interviewed not only my own mom, who's in her 80s, but I asked about her mom. I also asked several of my older clients, and they're also in their 70s and 80s. And guess what? No salads. Growing up in Canada, no salads. So guess what, people? Get off the darn salad. Ditch these plants. Really, focus here. Bear with me. I am watching people reverse their osteo numbers from going from osteoporosis to osteopenia to no symptoms at all. So this is a clear warning. Stop the vegetables. I can't tell you how much it awakens me to say this to you, but for living proof, for somebody who's exercised her whole life, who should be completely fit because I have great bones because I've always been active, to now coming to you and saying, wait a minute, I have osteoporosis? What? Well, thank you, plants. Thank you, fake food industry. I'm so glad I listened to you, but no more. No more am I going to be swayed by your bullshit. So you can take your plants and go garden. And meanwhile, I am going to learn how to shoot a gun and go hunting. Ciao for now. This has been Marie Hayden at ReHayden.com.